teaching your child how to imitate or copy behaviors that they see other people doing is a foundational learning skill. It really is a stepping stone for your child to be able to learn how to do lots of other things, whether it's how to communicate, how to say a word, how to play with a new toy, or how to do things like washing their hands or brushing their teeth. If your child can learn to imitate or to do the things that you're showing them to do, they're going to learn hopefully a lot easier and a lot faster. If your child isn't imitating you yet, that's okay. You can teach them how to do it. And typically, it's easiest to start teaching them how to identify with objects. So you can look around the house and find things that you already have, whether it's certain toys or household items like cups or spoons or dolls, whatever it is, you want to have one item for yourself and then a matching item for your child. So maybe that's two toy cars or 2 cups or 2 blocks or 2 Legos. And what you're going to do is you're going to perform a simple action with that object. And usually you want it to be an action that's really clear, has a very clear beginning and ending. So maybe dropping a block in a bucket, or maybe banging a spoon on the table, or banging a drum, or maybe pushing a car. Whatever it is, you want it to be a one single action that you know your child can actually imitate or perform. So you're going to take your object and you're going to perform that one action with it while saying, do this. So if I'm going to drop the block in a container, I'm going to pick up the block and I'm going to say, do this, and I'm going to drop it in the container. And then I'm immediately going to prompt or help my child to copy my action. So I'm going to take their hand, I'm going to pick up the block with them and drop it in the same container. And as soon as they copy that action, I'm going to give them a reward. I'm going to reinforce them. I'm going to give them praise, maybe big hugs, maybe even a small sticker or a small treat. Because I want them to know that what they just copied, that was a good thing. And I want them to be rewarded for imitating my action. And then I'm going to practice that multiple times. So I'm going to take the blocks out and I'm going to do it again. Do this. And then I'm going to model what I want them to do. And then I'm going to prompt my child to then do the exact same thing. And again, following that with rewards. After a while, I can start to pull back on my prompts. Or in other words, I can start to let my child imitate more and more naturally without needing me to help them. Until eventually, I imitate that action, do this, and the child does it on their own. And so by giving them that reward and those prompts and then fading out that assistance in those prompts, I'm teaching my child that when I show them how to do something and I use that instruction, do this, that's a cue for them to then copy the same behavior. And so the more I do this with different objects, your child is going to learn that I can imitate what I see other people do, what I see mom or dad or grandma do. And then when I do that, I'm going to get a reward. I'm going to get reinforced. And by teaching them that concept of imitation, you can then start to apply that to other skills that you want your child to learn.